Hey, everybody, beautiful bastards. Who's that guy who says that? Hey, you beautiful piece of shit, or whatever that guy says. I wanted to do a rule on this channel, on this cringe compilation that I call a channel, where if you give me an ad, if there's an ad that constantly shows up on my YouTube feed, I get to make fun of it. Okay? But I cannot avoid this ad for some reason, which is Classically Abby. And this is a weird situation because clearly they're dumping. These ads are expensive. We're talking at least for her channel. We're talking in the 5 digits at least in ad money, at least in the 5 digits to grow this channel. But these ads don't seem to be totally. They don't seem to totally be hitting the correct target demo, and you can kind of tell that by the comments. Let me just read some of these comments. First of all, the video is called PSA, Men Wearing Dresses is Trash. And she's talking about she's still pretending to be upset about that guy Harry Styles wearing a dress in a photo shoot. Still kind of pretending to be outraged about that. But the comments are amazing. Let's just read some of these. And I mean, this is like every comment is like this. Here's might be the best one that's gotten 2.2 thousand likes. Conservatives, freedom. Harry Styles uses his right to freedom of expression by living his life and dressing however he wants. Conservatives, no, not like that. I mean, exactly. That's exactly right. Men don't belong in dresses. What's next? Women can't wear pants? We dropped that a long time ago. Why can't we do the same for men? I mean, she's just not getting the people she wants or the people they want, the people who pay for these ads. They're not getting the audience they want here on this propaganda channel. Oh, here... Guys, stop posting hate comments. I can't like them all. You know what? I feel kind of sorry for her because this is like, she even says in the beginning of this video, she's like, hey guys, it's me, Abby. And I just want to let you know, put stuff in the comments because I read all the comments. And literally, I cannot find one positive comment on this video with 10.5 thousand comments. Girl, not this again. You know Jesus wore a tunic? Did that affect his, quote, masculinity? Oh my God. And that's the other thing. Like, a lot of these, weird YouTube videos, they make me think, years ago I worked for this company that sold health supplements. And one of the supplements they sold was like a testosterone. They sold a testosterone pill. And it was basically a sugar pill. It had like... white mushroom extract in it and stuff like that. But all the marketing for the pill was like, it was like, ooh, like your wife doesn't love you anymore because you're not masculine enough. Oh, people think you're stupid because you're not masculine. Oh, you're kind of feminine. You're kind of girly and everybody thinks you're lame because you're girly. You need this pill that literally does nothing. What a lot of this is, and you'll see, like, a lot of these Jordan Peterson videos are like this too. They're marketing. It's marketing. It's the same as the testosterone pill. They literally know that a lot of young guys are insecure about stuff like that, and they tap into that, and it gets them to click, and it gets them to watch. That's the main thing going on here. Whenever you see like masculinity in one of these sort of weird right-wing YouTube ads or whatever, that's what they're going on about. They're literally trying to tap in to the insecurity of many young, but also many American males who should be kind of a little bit more mature than to be tricked by YouTube ads. Men don't belong in dresses. Classically Abby. Yes, and you don't belong on YouTube. Oh my God. Yeah, so I don't know, the even trying to figure out what their argument here is or what their gripe is kind of impossible here because they're like, okay, dresses Men should never wear a dress, even in a photo shoot where it's like a fashion magazine where they're supposed to kind of push the envelope and stuff like that, regardless of what the subject is wearing. What they're trying to tell us here is like, oh, like men should not wear dresses because that's feminine, and men should not be doing feminine things. But the thing is, like, I just watched, for example, Mank. I just watched that movie Mank. And you watch these movies from the 40s and the 30s, and every man is wearing a suit. And not only are they wearing a suit, they're wearing fedoras. And this was like top fashion at the time. And you don't even need to go back that far. I mean, look at fashion now. Look at fashion at any point in history. Go back a couple hundred years and look at male fashion. There's nothing, like, if you wanted to really follow this train of thought of like men need to be masculine in this sort of like infantile, not really thought out way or historically context way, then men would just not wear clothes at all. Or they would wear at best like a Tarzan thing, or like, half of like a deer that they killed and just like wore around the bottom of their waist. But no, men, it's seen as masculine for a man to wear like an ornate little Windsor knot tie and like all this stuff that has nothing to do with what these people consider to be like traditional masculinity or strength or whatever. This is Napoleon, and when he was doing his wars, everyone was like, we don't want to fight with you because you're just like a girl. You're just like a girl. And I saw a YouTube ad from a right-wing propaganda organization that says, that's not good, and you're not masculine. So I can't follow you into battle, Napoleon, you little wiener, you little girly little wiener. The other thing, I guess, that's vaguely related to this is that these people are also pretending to be, so upset about Elliot Page. They're super upset about Elliot Page. And of course, all the sane people on YouTube are like, hey, shut up, you're an idiot. Why are you criticizing this person who's trying to live their life, and doing something that's going to make the lives of other people who are in similar situation be able to embrace who they are more and not be closeted and weird and have to live these lives of secretiveness and shame and all this stuff. Of course, honestly, I think these people are just pretending to be outraged because they have no real cachet or no real, they don't have the money on real issues. So they default to this kind of stuff that they know they're kind of wrong on. But the way that I think about that stuff is like, it's sort of annoying that we even have to defend that stuff, that we even have to defend people who are just trying to live their lives. I think of it almost like if you're at a party and there's all kinds of cool different people at the party, from all over the world, and they're all different cultures, and you're like, oh, this is cool. Like, this is a diverse party, and people are dressed differently. Some are wearing costumes, some are wearing makeup, and everybody's dancing and all this stuff. And then some, goofball lunatic wanders into the party. Some nerd walks in the party. He's like, I saw a guy with a dress at this party. I'm upset. It's like, oh my God, have a drink, you little wiener. Calm down and have a drink. Learn how to, that's what this is, a lot of these people. Like, if you follow this stuff, you're kind of just like a buzzkill, not invited to the party kind of person, right? Like, it really all comes down to that. Are you getting invited to the party? Are you getting invited to the party? No, you're not. If you're all obsessed about some guy who wears a dress in a photo shoot, or a trans person, if you're like really getting worked up about that, or even pretending to be worked up about that, that's basically what you are. You're just like the person who's not going to get invited to the party. Or if you did somehow find out about the party, you're not going to be invited to the next one. Somebody just put ew, and it got 4.2 thousand likes. Oh no, I didn't even look at the ratio of this. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. I don't know if I'd keep going. 2.1K likes. By the way, I can't find, honestly, I scrolled through this for like 10 minutes. I couldn't find one positive comment. 2.1K likes, 24K. 2K likes, 24K downvotes. Oh my God. Oh man, that's brutal. But yeah, I'm glad this is unpopular. I don't wish her the worst. I don't wish her no problems. I hope she finds an audience. If she could, have her content be a little bit less, 1950s bigoted suburban housewife style, that'd be fine. That'd be fine. But I'm glad this is unpopular because, this is kind of a classic kind of like fashy, a little bit of a fashy attitude of like traditional masculinity and tradition and just arbitrary tradition is good and all this kind of stuff. There's a kind of brain that goes to dark places when you kind of think this way. But, in general, I think like any kind of public display of like, look, there's always going to be people that don't conform to rigid, arbitrary gender, norms and all this stuff. And those people should not be made to feel bad. But I would say, why am I getting an ad from a video from, 15 days ago would be my first question. I think the people who are running these ad campaigns over at the Daily Wire, trying to help classically Abby get an audience, I think they're kind of phoning it in a little bit. Abby, if you see this, I love you. I love you, Abby. And I want you to know that you got to get on these advertising guys. Let's narrow the age range of the people we're targeting to, I would say 50, over 50. I would say Midwest, probably. You might want to leave out some of these major cities a little bit for this kind of content. And, oh my God, to see not one positive comment is it's kind of an achievement in its own. But people are rejecting these kind of weird, creepy, old-timey, outdated views of the world. And I think that is generally a good thing. Because then we can move on and we can not be bigoted weirdos anymore. Right? And we can maybe the world can be a little bit more of like the fun party that I described, where it's not some weirdo crying and complaining about, a guy wearing a dress or a trans person, because the oil billionaires that fund their channel want them to say that stuff for some reason, maybe to distract from real issues. That could be part of it. I don't know. Who knows? But glad people are rejecting it. That's all I can say.